Hello all, thanks for watching. My name's Chris and I run Light Web Design, a virtual web design agency based in Carlisle, right up towards Scotland in the lovely region of Cumbria. This is a completely ad hoc video. I've not planned this in any way, so what you see now is me literally going through what I'm going to show you without any prior planning. I've not visited any of these websites before. I'm going to basically look at 3 solicitor websites from random cities across the UK and pick the ones that are at position 10. I want to see if those ones that are lower down are falling foul of some of the UI and content and design issues that I tend to see with older sites, and also many new ones, unfortunately. I'll also look at the potential of these websites in search by using Ubersuggest to get a little overview of where they're at the moment. So I'm not picking these by name. I'm literally going to do, let's pick on Liverpool and go down to the 10th non-sponsored website. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've got James Murray Law. I'm going to pick Manchester as another one, number 10. So non-sponsored, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a sponsored one. I'm going to skip it. R&A solicitors in Manchester, and there's a bit of another one. Let's go really big. Let's go London. Number 10 again, non-sponsored. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sponsored, and we're going to ignore it. And on to Freeman's solicitors. So, what am I looking for at first? Let's have a scan across them all. We've got hero section, as very common, menu at the top, phone number, crisis, crime emergency, and a button. James Murray, 5 headings. Hero section with intro. Solicitors in Manchester is R&A solicitors. We've got their name repeated. So let's have a go through those and see what I'm looking for when I do this one. So let's start on the one I'm already on. 1. Brilliant, we've got a call to action there, which is your phone number. It's a little bit hidden in my eye line because it's green on a green background. Might be better off as white potentially, but what we have got is we've got your logo here, and we've also repeated your name there, which I presume is potentially for SEO purposes. But in terms of what we're looking for here, I want to see a tagline that tells people exactly what you offer, and get a little bit of your individualism in there as well. And then ideally, a value statement underneath there which presents, the overall benefits and values of working with you and the outcomes for working with you as well. So we've got R&A, what we've got on there. So again, James Murray, we haven't got the name repeated, bonus points, but we've got a very open statement. Again, might be for SEO, Liverpool-based solicitors. But nothing original. I'd hope any solicitors in Liverpool can say the same thing. But no call to action. I've got an opening comment, opening heading, no value statements, and no call to action. At the moment, I'm not being directed as a visitor where to go next. Freeman's, again, well, we haven't actually got anything in the hero there. So at the moment, beyond your name, all I can see are your menu links and a big red button about how we can help, which is a pop-up. So I've now got to navigate through that to get to where I want to be rather than using the menus. So nothing there at all. I don't really know your exact purpose, what you do, what the benefits of working with you are at this point in time. I just know your name is Freeman Solicitors. I'm going to go look at the menu. So how many menu items we've got here? We've got a lot. So generally speaking, 7 to 9 items on the top menu is ideal. The lower the better, because it removes confusion and visitors not being able to know which is the right one for them. So we've got phone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, sorry. No, not bad, not too many. Liverpool, James Murray, bonus points, you've got 5. Only bit I'll say there is they go blue when you hover them, so I can't see them anymore. Useful to know where I am. And then that's those 3 done. So a bit of a mix there in terms of what we've got. None of you got, although R&A have got social icons at the top. So between those ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We are getting quite high there in terms of the number of items we've got. And I'm not quite sure whether call now, maybe it is, but for a potential client that doesn't know anything about you yet, I might want a bit more information about yourselves before I get in touch. So call now might or might not be the right call to action for you guys to have, but bonus points, you've got one. The reason I don't like social icons in the header anywhere is that if somebody lands on your website, one, they probably come from social if they've not come from Google. If they disappear off and click on your Facebook page, they might not come back because they get lost looking at videos, friends, comments, posts, the rest of it, and you've lost them. They will not necessarily come back to your website from there. So I tend to advise, where possible, these are in the footer if you're going to have them anywhere. You haven't got any at all on here, not essential. Are they on your contact page? You know, maybe you don't do social media, which is fine. Freeman's, we've got anywhere else. We've got them in the footer. So yeah, bonus points there. Some good bits and mixed bits across the board for those three. So if I scroll down now, what I'd like to see is an intro section about yourselves, but not written for you. It needs to be written and focused on the reader and the ideal client and what they're going to get from working with you. So initially, I don't get that on Freeman's. I get quite a wide on my big screen, they're only peripheral of my vision there, so I'm not necessarily seeing these or necessarily realizing that these are links to click on. I'm seeing the middle bit of the page here, and my body wants to just keep scrolling down, but these are obviously repeated of there. So these are something I would want to see, but I want to know a little bit more about you first. You know, what you're about, what you're up to, but what are the benefits and values and overall outcomes from working with you. We got that on James Murray. So there we have. Okay. I would be layout wise perhaps not the right. We've got some value statements, you know, benefits of working with you. Are these different to what anybody else can say? This bit certainly probably isn't. I suspect there's a little bit of SEO going on there, but it's written for Google as opposed to readers, and actually Google now will be more aware of that than before. I'd imagine this is all, anybody can say that, any solicitor's firm could say where they're based and that they've got skilled and experienced solicitors across a range of legal services. Opening times, maybe that is unique, possibly. Maybe you've got more flexible opening times than other solicitors. That I like that one. That is one maybe I would look to expand on and dig a little bit deeper into. Quick advice. Is it quicker? I'm not sure. I'd take your word for that one, but again, I'd also hope that any solicitor would be convincing, credible and persuasive in your corner and fight you to get justice. So there we go. So when I say about section, that we didn't have on that one, this is what I mean a little bit about focusing it on the reader and not yourself. So this is a little bit of a pat on the back to the business as opposed to what the reader gets from this, the potential client. So you open it with your name. You talk about yourself being successful law firms. What we specialise in. Again, our areas of practice. And we only get to you or your with the last sentence. So I would hazard a guess that at the moment, if I was to look at any solicitor's website, any solicitors would be able to write this by changing a few words. So we're more looking for you and your statement. So why is being one of the most successful law firms in the Northwest and renowned across Merseyside, what is the benefit of that to the reader, to the ideal client you might attract from this content? What is the benefits of having a reliable team? What are all these? That's what you're about, brilliant. But what are the benefits to people other than a statement of fact there? You have got your services. So we scroll down a bit more, brilliant. That does link off to About Us. We've got your services now, which look to link through to your core sections at the top, which is great. So people that don't look at this on desktop and don't see that top menu can click through to those. That's brilliant. Again, are these differentiation factors, quality commitment, hold quality awards? Well, awards is different. If you have got awards, then maybe they are a differentiation, the fact that nobody else has got them. I think I would potentially make a bit more of those, and the benefits of that to your clients perhaps. Again, I kind of feel like this type of statement is generic enough that anybody could write that, and that any solicitors should be adhering to the very high professional standards. Whether or not they are, I suspect most of them would like to think that they could write that and it would be true. So, you know, it's this type of thing that we're just trying to refocus on who we're speaking to and what they're getting from it. Bonus points, call to action at the bottom again, so if people have read all the way through, there's the point that more inclined to get in touch because they've found out more about you. Repetition at the bottom, we've got your contact details, brilliant. I would be marginally inclined to repeat some of your core service pages at the bottom, because if they have scrolled down, especially on mobile, they're not going to have seen all of these at the top. So repeating them can be, beneficial to do that one. But overall, some good points in there. Some bits that I think need, a bit of a change to address some user interface issues. Freeman's, we have got testimonials there, which are great. They do help with that social proof. Crime emergency, this is something I've not seen before on anyone. So I wonder if that's either something that you offer differently. This strikes me as a USP of some form that you have got at the top, but maybe needs to be worked into a bit more of the content. I'm not sure. See how we can help you. Contact us how we can help. Straight through. Latest news at the bottom, which is a slider. Little bit old. There's nothing there for getting onto a year now. Might be worth thinking about if you're not using this type of thing often. This just kind of shouts a little bit that your website doesn't get much attention. So whether they're important to leave, probably are, but I maybe consider not having the date on or not having them on the homepage. I like the accreditations. These are all good to see. I've not seen a lot of these apart from that other one there, which was James Murray. Good. Again, footer, might be inclined to use a little bit of this space to either put a Google map in potentially, or repeat some of these core sections at the top that on a mobile or tablet people are not going to see. And if they've scrolled past these, which potentially they have, then it just gives them a little bit of focus to concentrate on. Bonus points, you've got your social icons in the footer. Last one, R&A. So we've done the hero section. Little bit about us again. We are a leading law firm. Our team has expertise. We are now able to offer the service of solicitors. Nothing original. You've repeated your name again. People know where they are. They've landed on your website. It's not giving a value or a benefit or anything to the reader. They've just gone, oh, it's them again. Presume that links to your about page, which it does. No, why has it gone back? Oh, it has gone back down. So bonus points, you've got key links to your individual service sections. Might be inclined to think they're quite big. There's an awful lot of space there with not a lot in it, although I do quite like them. They actually don't necessarily fit the font and style of the rest of it, but there we go. Why choose us? We have, again, it's all we have skilled professional solicitors, hands-on, bespoke, communication, plain English, reputation. Again, all brilliant. I'm just, again, never sure that where's the benefit to the people from this directly. I like the plain English, but again, are they different to the majority of solicitors? Maybe they are. In which case, hiding them down the bottom of the page might be a little bit of a, they maybe need more prominence if they're your key ones. Interesting if we've got those 6 boxes there, and we repeat them again, do we? No? Conveyancing, personal injury, law, employment. Yeah, so we have got a little bit of a repetition, although some of these are different, again, through to your service pages. Again, your name, we will, our clients. So again, it's still content-wise focused on, yourselves quite a lot there. Your name, suspect some of these are search terms perhaps you're trying to target. I'd hope every solicitor in Manchester thinks they're the best, but perhaps they don't. All numbers and scrolly numbers. Are they accurate? Have you generally had 10,000 plus client consultations? Maybe you have. Are they unique? Can any other solicitor say that? Not too sure. Interesting to see you have got some overseas offices and a couple of offices within the UK as well. And you have got your menu items repeated at the bottom, which is brilliant. So, you know, some layout issues, I think, across them all. Some not bad looking sites, but I think in terms of structure, differentiation factors, you know, it's not uncommon to see, you know, this type of approach with the content and what's being put into it all. So as a bit of a test, I'm going to put all these three now into Ubersuggest, which is a tool that can basically do a bit of an overview of how well a website's doing on Google. So I'm going to pick Freeman's Solicitors first, and it'll give me a bit of a view as to what you guys are up to on search at the moment. So you're sitting down at number 10 on Google for your city or your location. So again, you know, traffic's gone up. You're sitting at about 3,000-ish per month organic traffic, which sounds good. So let's see what these are for. So at the moment, you are being found by your name. Tends to be not uncommon. Most businesses are found by name. However, the top 10 keywords you're being found for don't appear to be getting related to your services. These, I'm presuming, might well be people in your business or names of people in your business. So these ones, what I want to see here are results for your services. So if I look at the services you offer, crime, for example, I might want to hope you'd be ranking for criminal defence or any of these types of services you offer. This suggests that the majority of your traffic is not coming through that, at least where you're sitting at number 1. If I do all keywords, what are we getting for some more? So again, driving offence solicitors, these are national, so out of 1,300 searches on average per month for that term, you're at number 5, you're getting 21 clicks. Might not be too bad, but there's obviously a lot of potential there. That one seems to get a huge amount of traffic. 49,500 searches per month on that one. You're at number 19, you get 22 clicks, which is, you know, 22 is good, but you can see the potential there of working on that as an SEO phase. It might stand some benefits on that one. Solicitors in London, 3,600 per month, that gets searched for. You're at number 10 on Google on average, and you get 11 clicks per month. Again, the potential there is huge. You know, you're losing out on potentially almost 3,589 people not seeing your website in search there. So these ones, driving offence solicitors, you're at number 3, you get a little bit. These big ones, this indefinite right to remain must be really popular at the moment in terms of obviously what's going on in terms of immigration. That's very, very popular. That one, I think that might be one, certainly for you, if you do ever watch this one, worth looking at in terms of SEO. A lot of other ones that are, you know, they're not getting a lot of traffic from them, but you can see the search volumes are huge. So let's go back to, we'll try James Murray Law and drop this one in. What we get from this one. So, where's my little graph? No, that's not what I want to do. Go back to the beginning, James Murray Law. I want to see the nice little graph of traffic. So, not quite so high. We've gone from a couple of years ago down at 484. You're now sitting at around about 1,000, 1,300, 1,200 visits per month. This is organic traffic, that's not paid ads. So if we look at, again, not uncommon. So most of your traffic is coming from people who know you by name. So you're getting, you know, the best part of 500 plus visits a month from people who know you exist. You are number 1 for Bootle in terms of location. But in Liverpool, you're sitting at number 9, 22 clicks a month, and that on average it reckons, and you're missing out on basically 2,800 80 odd visits. Even Bootle there, you know, you've got half of them you're missing out on. Not a lot. You can be already at number 1. Might just need some work on your meta descriptions and stuff like that, page titles to work on there. So if I look at view all keywords, and none of those at all, apart from that last one, medical negligence solicitors, are actually getting you any traffic on the core top 10. There's again a lot there you're missing out on, potentially best part of 320 visits a month to your website from search term like that one. If you look at all terms, you know, we're getting family solicitor in Liverpool, not bad. Number 2, no, sorry, position. So we're looking at, you know, anything much above 3, you're not going to get a lot from at all. As you can see, 2,900 people for the volume. Positions number 9, you're getting an average 22 visits out of that. So there's an awful lot of miss out on there. These big ones are ones that I'm looking at in terms of what potential you've got. 18, you know, there's a lot of potential in there. So this is for housing, 2,400. You know, you're getting 1 visit a month off that one and missing out on a lot. So this is what I tend to find for clients that haven't done any SEO work in depth. They're missing out on an awful lot of potential. You know, if you're not looking for more work, fine. If you are looking to expand it and grow the business, then, you know, pictures like this, there's a huge amount of potential in there with a decent campaign going on. You know, you'd only potentially say you get all of your clients now from Google and you're sitting steady at where you are for growth. You want to double that. You want to double your traffic. Is that going to get you double the clients? Potentially could do. So, you know, that's the level of potential we're looking at there when we do this type of work. So I'm going to go back to that one. I'm going to try the last one. RA solicitors and R&A solicitors in. Just see what these guys pop up with. So lower again, interestingly, whether this is because the location is just not as big. On average, last couple of months, 713, 656. So you're looking at 657 a month at the moment. We go down, we are ranking 4. So Solicitor Cheetham Hill, you know, at the top there, brilliant. Whether that's a small location, I'm not sure. Whether there's nobody else in Cheetham Hill, I'd have to have a look. We start now to see what you are missing on, though, a lot of. So litigating lawyers, 1,300 searches a month. You're getting 67 visits out of that one, but the potential, given you're at number 7 at the moment on average for people searching, you know, if that was to hit number 1, 2, 3, you know, you're going to double, triple that quite easily to get more visitors just on that term. Manchester solicitors, again, 2,900 potential, you're getting 61. So, you know, you could multiply that again by a lot just by improving that one key term. By name, interestingly, so that does imply people know of you, but not as many as perhaps should when you're getting a lower level of business name on more, but not bad. The rest of them here, again, you look at the volume of these. Look, you know, flight delay compensation, 33,000 people a month search for that term on Google. You're at 49 on average for people. You get 5 visits a month. Imagine if you were to get even, you know, double that or triple the potential to go from 5 visits to anywhere close to that is literally nuts in terms of what the potential is out there. You know, we scroll down, you've got flight delays. I'm guessing flight delays, is that something key to what you guys offer? Have you got a big blog post, something about it, somewhere that's dragging that in there? Something's getting you into this a little bit, which shows potentially, you know, for this business on an initial look, that might be one to consider if it's relevant to you. Yeah, you've got flight delay claims, which interestingly doesn't appear to be on any of your menu items. So it's somewhere, but not obvious considering how important it might well be to potential searchers and your business as well. But these things down here we're looking at, you know, wills, criminal solicitors, lawyers, immigration. You know, there's a lot of potential in these ones, and this is not uncommon for any solicitor website you find that has not really done a lot of SEO. You know, you're just not being found. You're invisible to the majority of people looking for your services in your areas. So again, I've not picked on these for any reason. I literally picked at random as the top 10 from these cities. I've certainly, you know, there's this similarity between them all in terms of what they have and haven't got, what they're missing in terms of, you know, tagline, value statement, call to action, tagline, value statement, call to action, keeping the menu items low, manage that on James Murray, RNA, I keep saying that wrong, it's because it's RAS on there. You know, not bad there. This one's not bad, but a little bit in terms of the visual hierarchy. My eyes are a little bit drawn to different places on there. So I guess what I'm looking at is how do these fit into what we like to consider our approach with Blue Ocean strategy for web design. None of them really do. They're all focused heavily on the business and not the ideal client. Certainly the SEO could benefit all three immensely. And certainly, you know, they're not being found or being viewed by as many people as potentially would be able to be, you know, a potential client for these guys. So if anything on there rings true for you, you know where I am. I do offer a consultation package if anyone out there wants to spend a bit of time with me to dig down into their website with nothing at all to do with the pitch. I'm not going to be out there saying, you know, we will design your website for you, but I'm happy to go through your own website in a similar manner, and you come out of that with an hour of my time understanding potentially how you can improve what you've got now. Whether you want to work with it your own, another web designer, whoever it might be. Any questions you've got about this, by all means drop them in the comments below the video. I will have dropped this on LinkedIn. I will have dropped it on YouTube, on Facebook as well. Nothing meant towards any of these firms at all. It's literally an open look at those three websites as random picks. If you do find yourself in this and you want me to remove your elements from it, please let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching and keep an eye out for the next one.